sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come into this one 0-6 on the year, and really it's sort of just been one thing after another.
Coupled with they don't start very fast. The first quarter's really been an issue for them. They've got to learn to get out of the gates quicker in order to try and win some games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former second-round pick from Louisville, Tyler Shuck.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 61 yards. Now Shuck.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Shuck. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw now, Shuck. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mike Green able to record his 5th sack of the season. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. This one taken in by Olave. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got this to Pickens. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a gain of
3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Play action. It's Jackson. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Olave, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunity.
Under pressure, and they get it to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Here's Shuck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And you look at the Saints defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Here's Miller on the read option. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints first down.
7-7, our score after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. Throwing, Shuck. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season. Currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Pickens from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Shuck now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 65 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jeanty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, it's Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
What? 180.
Now it's Jackson. Slant pass complete to Olave. From the 3 now. Here they come on third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Jackson now. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Wandale Robinson from 3 yards out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Ravens will line up for the
And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point.
Ravens 20.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at their 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Back to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
6 yards.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Jones on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Jackson going to keep it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Olave holds it in.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
To throw is Jackson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they got the lead in the football. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing is Jackson. Short throw caught by Bowers. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 4 yards.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Jackson to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
4th down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Jackson will try and set up the screen to Genty. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And quickly they get to the line.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. David Njoku, his 1st touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Here's Jones on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They work now on 2nd and 9. Jackson going to change things up a bit. 2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Robinson. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Robinson. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
10 more yards. That's another.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Get out! Get out!
Here's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Get out! Get out!
They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Go.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
13.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brock Bowers from 19 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
For the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Shuck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Shuck. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To throw now, Shuck. It's complete. It's Miller. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
Now it's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brock Bowers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Shuck.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's 2nd down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Throwing, Shuck.
Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
And he's going to go down again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On 1st down, it's Benson.
Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run here with Benson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to run for it with Genty.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.